Hello all, welcome back. Today we will be discussing volumetric analysis, Viva related questions. Number 1, what is standard solution? A solution of exactly known concentration is called standard solution. Whatever solution is being given to you, maybe it is 0.1 molar, 0.2 molar or whatever concentration is known to you is known as standard solution. Second one, what is molarity or define molarity? It is the number of moles of solute dissolved in 1 liter of solution. Whatever amount of solute is being taken, and if it is dissolved in 1 liter of solution, then it is termed as 1 molar solution. We have the formula for it. M is equal to number of moles of solute upon volume of solution in liters. Number 3, what is the difference between endpoint and equivalence point in titration? The point at which color change occurs due to pH change is called endpoint. The point at which reaction is completed is called equivalence point. So for endpoint means once you see the color change due to pH is termed as its endpoint, and equivalence point comes before endpoint, the point at which the reaction gets completed. Now for you to understand whether the reaction gets completed or not, you have to see the color change, and that occurs once there is change in pH. So you got the difference between endpoint and equivalence point. Just remember, equivalence point comes before the endpoint. What are indicators used in, why are indicators used in titration? Indicators are sensitive to pH change. There is color change at pH close to the equivalence point. So if you don't use indicators, you will not come to know whether the reaction got completed or not. So indicators are necessary to show the pH change and in fact the change in color. Name 2 acid base indicators. First one is phenolphthalein, which changes from colorless to pink, that is, it is colorless in acidic medium and pink in alkaline medium. Methyl orange, which is yellow in color and which changes to pinkish red on completion of the reaction. Question number 6, why are the burette and pipette rinsed with the solution with which these are filled? Tiny amounts of liquid remaining are the same as the solution used to fill the burette, and they will not affect the solution's concentration in any way. So if at all any amount of unwanted droplets remain, so that could affect the concentration and in turn the final reading of your experiment. So it is better to rinse it with whatever solution is being used. Explain the term basicity of acid. It is the number of hydrogen ions produced by one molecule of the acid upon complete dissociation. So how as many hydrogen ions are being produced when it is completely dissociated. Okay, so if it is HCl, the basicity of HCl is 1 because there is only one H. Now H2SO4 sulfuric acid, you have 2H, so its basicity is 2 and it is known as dibasic, and if you have one replaceable hydrogen, it is known as monobasic. Explain acidity of base. For base, it is acidity. It is the number of hydroxyl ions. Hydroxyl means OH ions produced by one molecule of base upon complete dissociation. So for NaOH, if you have NaOH, the hydroxyl ions produced on dissociation is only 1, so it is monoacidic. If it is calcium hydroxide, you have 2 replaceable hydroxyl ions, so its acidity is 2. Now how can the molarity of the solution be calculated? So you have a formula, A1 M1 V1 is equal to A2 M2 V2. Using this formula you can calculate the molarity of the solution. Now A1 is basicity M1 is molarity and V1 volume of acid used, and A2, M2, V2 are acidity, molarity and volume of base used. So we have already discussed about basicity and acidity. So you will be putting all these values here to calculate the unknown value. What type of reaction is an acid-base titration? Acid-base titration is a neutralization reaction, because acid, when reacts with base, you form salt and water. So this is a neutralization reaction. Next, what do you mean by concordant readings? If readings have been taken several times and the readings are identical or close to each other, if they are very much close to each other, those readings are termed as concordant reading. If you take reading 7.1, 7.2, 7.2 and 7.3, so here you see twice 7.2 is being repeated, so 7.2 should be considered as the concordant reading. Thank you so much.